Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I thought it'd be appropriate to do a video with an analogy from running since I'm here in Anaheim, actually doing what might be the last, at least the last for this year, of a half marathon. I just did a 10K this morning, and then I'm going to do the superhero half marathon tomorrow, and I'm going to try and set a PR for that. But anyway, I got this email. I'm not actually going to read the email. I'm just going to talk about some of the subjects in the email, just like this concept, because I get this a lot from people where what they do is they email me this super awesome plan of how they're going to change their life and all of this stuff that they're going to do. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff. They outline how they're going to spend 8 hours a day studying, and then 2 hours working out, and then another 3 hours programming, or whatever it is, right? And they've got this really detailed plan that's just too damn ambitious. And I want you to be ambitious, and I want you to be successful and to have high goals, and to not accept mediocrity. Okay, I definitely want you to do that. I mean, obviously, if you've been watching my videos on this channel, that's what I talk about. That's what I'm about, right? I mean, I do some crazy shit. I don't know if you've noticed, but I mean, I do some crazy shit, right? I fast until 5 every day. I do 2-hour workouts pretty much every day, and on top of all the other stuff that I do, and I could list on and on. But the thing is, like, okay, so for example, tomorrow I'm going to run 13.1 miles. That's not, super long. I know some people do ultra distances. I ran a full marathon. You can check out my video on the full marathon that I ran. I was happy about that if you're interested. But I'm going to do that, and those are fairly long distances, right? I mean, especially a full marathon. But the thing is, like, if I were to just suddenly wake up tomorrow morning, okay, having never run before, right, and I just said, I'm going to go run a fucking full marathon, that wouldn't be a good idea, and it wouldn't work out. And as much as I could plan it out and think about how much I want to do this and, what my strategy was going to be for the run, I wouldn't be able to complete it, right? And you wouldn't either, right, if you've never run before. So sometimes, it's good to have these great ambitions. It's good to want to accomplish good things in life and to have really high ambitions and to shoot for the moon, to ask for the moon, right? Because sometimes you get it, like I said in multiple videos before. But maybe before you run the marathon, maybe you need to run the 5K first. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to run the 10K, right? And what I mean by that is maybe what you need to do is you need to scale down your ambitions just a little bit and see what it's like. Train yourself up to the point where you can put the heavy kind of burden on yourself and to be able to do those things, right? And so, again, I'm definitely not wanting to encourage you to be lazy, right? You can check out my video. I've got a playlist on overcoming laziness, and I've added quite a bit to that. I've got a lot of videos on working hard and kicking your ass and the power of hard work, right? I'm sure you can find all those videos. Just look through my playlist right on this channel. By the way, go to the playlist right now if you haven't already, and go check them out. I've got tons of playlists on all kinds of topics there. It's a good resource for you guys if you've been watching this channel and you're like, man, I'm curious about different topics. It's pretty topically divided there. And if you got some ideas for other playlists, let me know. I'll, of course, put them in there. But anyway, my point really with this video is just to say that what you should be doing is you should start off with achievable goals. And I've talked about this before. One of the big reasons for this is that making commitments to yourself and believing yourself is important. Most of us in life, we've broke trust with ourselves. We don't trust ourselves anymore. We don't believe ourselves. And when you don't believe yourself, when you don't trust yourself, it's really difficult for you to accomplish goals because you lie to yourself, right? You've got to reestablish trust with yourself. And if you're currently in the position where you've failed yourself, where you've made big commitments, and you're currently lying to yourself, and you currently don't trust yourself, the only way that you're going to be able to regain that trust is to make small enough commitments and to never lie to yourself again. And so if you make too much of a big commitment, if you bite off more than you can chew, if you wake up tomorrow and try to run a full marathon, if you commit that you're going to do that and you've never run before, you're going to lie. You're not going to intend to lie to yourself, but you're just not going to be able to take it, and you're not going to be able to make it. You got to train. Again, when I trained for the full marathon, I didn't just run like a few miles a week, right? I ran some 15-mile runs, some 10-mile runs, got up to 20-mile runs, right? I ran some 22-mile runs, right? I mean, I spent a lot of time training to get myself there so that I'd be able to do that run. The same thing, you know, with the half I'm going to do tomorrow. I've been doing speed training. I've been training up in order to set that PR. It's not just going to happen by chance. And so the same thing is true with your focus, right? With your discipline, all of the things you need to train them up. And the way that you train them up isn't that you set goals that are way beyond your reach, right? If I were trying to train for a marathon and I'm like, I'm just going to run as far as I can today, not a good plan, okay? Not a good plan, because as far as I can today, it'll either be too much or it'll be too little, right? I have to plan this out and say, look, how can I train myself up? How can I build confidence in my ability to do what I said I'm going to do and to succeed, and then gradually ratchet that up, right? You want to ratchet things up in your life. And so anytime that you add some difficulty, anytime that you add some kind of discipline to your life, it goes one way, it doesn't go the other way. And so you can't just ratchet things up too fast, because if you ratchet up too fast, it's going to break, it's going to fall back. You're not going to be able to stick with it. So my advice to you is start with some small commitments to yourself, start with a scaled down version of your big dream, and make that happen. And then once you've done that, once you've succeeded, then ratchet up, then add more to it, add some more discipline, add some more volume, right? As I say, and that, I mean, that's how I got to where what I do, the crazy kind of shit that I do. I mean, most people don't do the kind of stuff that I do, and I wouldn't expect them to, right? But you can, and I want you to do better than me. In fact, and I can do better than what I'm doing now. I'm not you know, at the end of that. I'm going to keep on ratcheting it up. But the way I'm going to do that is to consciously apply training to it, and to never ever lie to myself, to never ever break a promise to myself. So if you're at the position right now where you've broken promise to yourself, you can send me a long email, right? And I'm not just picking on any one person. I know some of you are like, man, he's talking about me. No, I get a lot of long essays just about how you're going to change your life. And I always tell people, let's see in 3 months where you're at. And I tell them to scale it down a little bit. So if you're at that position and you've, like, something I've said in one of my videos or something has inspired you to change your life, that's great. Awesome. Good job, bro. All right, that's good. Okay, I'm going to give you the pat on the back. But besides the follow through, what I want you to do is scale it down enough so that you can actually accomplish the goal, and then go after that, and then ratchet it up. And then let's check back in 3 months. You know, you got to think about the future. If you think about that you're going to have to email me in 3 months and tell me where you're at, you're probably going to try to make a more obtainable goal and a more achievable path to get there. All right, so that's a lot of words to say something really simple, which is basically this: before you can run the marathon, sign up for the 5K and train for that, okay? And then you can run the marathon. All right, that's all I got for you today. If you like this video, make sure you click the subscribe button below. Also, click the bell. I also noticed that sometimes even if you click the bell, YouTube censors some videos. Wonder. But you might want to check out, trying to think, the best way is just to go to my channel every once in a while and just check the new videos there, or you can look on my Twitter feed and see when I post those videos. But definitely click the bell. That's going to be your best chance of making sure that you don't miss videos. And I'll talk to you next time. Take care.